Welcome to Success Fundamentals. I'm your host, Dennis Postma, and today we have Brad Lee. Brad is an author. He has a podcast, Dropping Bombs. He's a speaker, the founder of Lightspeed VT, CEO, and he has plenty of companies. Brad, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Well, we're excited today. So I'm going to ask some questions with Success Fundamentals. We talk about the fundamentals that bring us to success. First of all, Brad, what does success mean to you?
Oh, just the ability to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, for as long as you want.
That's a good definition.
Freedom.
Okay. I love it. What would you say there's a number one success fundamental, or would you say there's a top two or three that you really like?
There's three.
Okay.
And only three.
Okay. Let's hear them.
Mindset, skill set, and habits.
Okay. How did you develop those three?
Those are the only three anybody needs to become unstoppable.
Okay.
If you have the right mindset, you have the right skill set, you have the right habits, boom. Nobody can stop you. Period.
I love that. What is
the question? Well, the question would be, what mindset? Exactly. That's the research. That's the learning part. Okay. Well, what skill sets? Exactly. Depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Well, what habits? Precisely. Depends on what you're trying to do. But those are the three fundamental basics that if everybody just understood, all I need is the mindset, the skill sets, and the habits. And I'm guaranteed successful financially and otherwise. That applies in every area of your life.
That's right.
There's the formula. Now just go figure out each one. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So what for you, Brad, what is like a morning routine, or what does your daily routine of habits look like?
Well, I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is realize how lucky I am to have another day.
Yeah.
Trained myself over the years to be more appreciative of the fact that I get another day than I am anything else. So the second my eyes open, I think freaking, oh my God, I just hit the lottery.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if I gave you $1 million not to wake up, you would refuse it.
Yeah.
Right? So you value waking up more than $1 million. You value waking up more than $2 million. Well, how come if I handed you $1 million, you'd shit your pants, freak out, and have the best day ever?
That makes sense.
But when you wake up, you don't feel the same. It's not the same thing. Why? If you value waking up truly, well, then you would feel exactly the same as if someone handed you $1 million cash. So I've trained my brain to wake up that way. I call it the $1 million morning for that reason, because it's worth more than $1 million for me to wake up. So as soon as I wake up, I trick my brain into thinking, dude, I just received something so valuable. It's unbelievable. And then now it makes me leap out of bed. And, I only have so much time today, man, let's go. And so it shifts your perspective from problems and issues and depression and anxiety to optimism and opportunity and enthusiasm and a zest for life that can't be replaced. Right? You have to literally feel that way. So it automatically shifts it from pessimism to optimism.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have to go fix my car that broke down. I get to go fix my car that broke down.
Right.
So it's just a mindset shift. So that's number one. Then I focus on 4 key areas, dude. My health, because without that, you're screwed.
Yep.
My money, because without that, you're screwed. My mind, because without that, you're screwed. And then my relationships, because without those, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Relationships are the new currency, bro.
That's right.
The hands you shake, the more money you make. Just remember that, dude. Let's keep shit simple. This ain't rocket science.
That's right.
Okay. They tell you money doesn't grow on trees. You ever hear that?
Yeah.
You know where it grows?
With relationships?
It grows in other people's pockets.
There you go. Yeah.
So if you want more money, you got to get more people, right?
Yeah.
You have to know more people. Well, where are people? People are everywhere. Introduce yourself. Well, I don't want to look stupid. We're back to the freaking self-worth issue.
Right.
You don't want to introduce yourself because you're worried about what somebody else thinks. Who cares what other people think? How come you value other people's opinions more than your own? And then, well, that's lack of confidence. That's insecurity. That's a low self-esteem. People got to fix that.
That's
So
one of the, yeah, that's one of the things my mentor always told me. He just told me to get out of my comfort zone, just shut up and listen, just go do it. And he showed me, what he made, and I was like, I want to do that. He goes, just go for it. And I went and did things that were out of my comfort zone all day long just to get to meet people.
yeah, so I wake up all enthusiastic as hell, grateful as the son of a gun, and then I focus on my health by just getting active,
Right.
raising the blood level, the heartbeat. I go work out, burn 300 calories, and then I come take a shower, get ready. But I will stop before I even leave the door, and I will write down 5 people that I want to connect with that day, just with a positive outreach. Because you don't want to be one of those people that only call when you need something.
Right.
And there's a lot of people out there that they're not really bad people, but when they need something, oh, let me call Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh, you know anybody that? Oh yeah, I think Dennis. Hey, Dennis. And it's always they need something.
Right.
No one ever calls for nothing. So I like to be the guy that doesn't call when I need something. I reach out all the time with little, connection points to the relationships that I want to focus on and grow and develop. So I write down 5 people that I'm going to reach out to. Then I ultimately, so far I've worked out. Now I've identified 5 people that I want to reach out to. Now I'm going to write down 5 things that drive revenue that I have to do today before I go to bed. So 5 things that drive revenue. And then I read 10 or 20 pages of a book because I seek information. So I call it the $1 million morning. You wake up with that gratitude, you go get your blood pumping, eat right at least once, write down 5 names and numbers of people that you're going to reach out to and build those relationships, freaking read 10 or 20 pages of a book and focus on 5 things that are going to drive revenue. That's the $1 million morning. That's what I do every single morning.
That's probably the best explanation I've ever heard, and especially on mindset. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. All right. I have just one last question for you. If you could tell a 20-year-old version of yourself, if you could tell yourself one sentence, what would it be at 20 years old?
I don't know.
It can be a run-on too.
It can be a run-on sentence. It would be, man, your life is going to turn out unbelievable, and you're going to get there quicker if you close your mouth, read every day a ton of books, and invest money more wisely. But most of all, do not fear judgment.
I love it.
And if my 20-year-old would have listened, because me at 20 years old wouldn't have listened to that anyway.
Right. Yeah.
I had to learn everything the hard way, which is why I wrote that book.
Yeah.
But dude, 16, I drop out at 16 years old, high school. Now, again, doesn't make me stupid. I was very smart. I was testing in at college levels, but still, I just quit school at 16. I shouldn't be, successful as I am. Now,
right.
Everyone can be. I just shouldn't be based on everybody's opinion. I don't value other people's opinion so much. I value my opinion, and my opinion was always I could do it. Yeah. And I did it. Now, I look out in the world and I see a lot of these people just stuck in the rat race. That's why I started, Real Financial and Real Solar and, Real Medical. It's because like I can show people how to make a couple $100,000 a year. They got to start somewhere. Right. Like you see a majority of people out here, bro, making 60 grand a year, 70 grand a year tops. Dude, you can't survive making that, let alone get out of the rat race. Like, absolutely. Dude, after rent and gas and insurance and taxes and food and dry cleaning and the crap that just you need, guess what? You're out of money. And if you're out of money and you have no discretionary income, you're just stuck on that treadmill. You make money, get rid of it. Make money, get rid of it. You never, ever, ever get out of the rat race. So I'm showing people how to get out of the rat race by showing them how to make 200, 300, 400,000 a year if they're willing to work. If they're not willing to work, I can't help them. But if someone's willing to work, dude, I can show them how to make a couple $100 grand a year guaranteed. They just got to do what I tell them to do. And now they're making a couple $100 grand, and now you can get out of the rat race. Because even if you're, a family of 7, $200,000 gives you enough to live, comfortably and put some money into real estate investments, cash flow, assets, things of that nature. And ultimately that's how you get out of the rat race.
Right. So if somebody's watching now, Brad, what's the best way for them to get involved in trying to get out of the rat race? And if they have work ethic, how can they find out about those programs?
Oh, well, you just DM me or go to bradlee.com, and where it says make money, click that. There's several ways I show people to make money. It just depends on who you are and what you like. Medical, in the medical fields, financial services, and solar. Right now, people are killing it at solar.
Awesome.
So you just reach out, one way or the other, hit me up, tell me you're interested in making money, you're willing to work. And then I'll just forward you to, one of my team guys that'll, bring you on board, you train you, and start making money.
I love it. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time today, Brad. I appreciate you being on the show.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right.
Likewise.